So hi guys, welcome to our first Skype chat. We're going to be doing these quite regularly with volunteers and bridge builders and people that are helping us out with Positive Women. So today we've got Nancy Anderson, who's a volunteer with us. Say hi,
Hello.
Nancy. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Positive Women?
I got involved with Positive Women because I heard about an internship that had come up that was posted by Catherine, who's sort of the head of Positive Women. And charity work was always something that I had an interest in, but didn't really know how to go about getting involved and getting into it because I'd always considered sort of really large corporate charities, and I'd never thought about taking part in something that was a bit smaller. And so when I first heard about Positive Women, I didn't know what they were about at all, and I just thought I'd go for it. And then as I got to know Catherine and got to know other people that were involved with the charity, and I got to understand the motives behind the organisation and how it all came about, I just found their stories really inspiring, and the work they do and what they've achieved was really amazing, and it was something that I just really wanted to be involved with. And so I took up the internship, and here we are now.
And as someone that's working with Positive Women, you're obviously aware that we're trying to get people to sign up to Live Below the Line this year. So can you tell us a little bit about Live Below the Line?
So Live Below the Line wasn't something that I knew about at all, and when Positive Women would have Skype sessions, people would say, "Oh yes, and Live Below the Line," and I'd be like, "Oh, of course, Live Below the Line, yes." I don't know anything about it, so I looked it up, I researched it, and it's basically a global campaign, and it's been going for a few years now, I believe, and the World Bank defines poverty to be $1.25 a day, and if you're below that, then you're in poverty. And so, taking various things into account, when you bring that over to the UK, it's down to £1 a day. And so, Live Below the Line challenges people for 5 days to live off £5 for your food and drink. And obviously, there's various levels you can take it to, and some people take a lot more things into consideration. But the general sort of line of it is that £1 a day for 5 days to see how you cope, just spending that on your food and drink.
And this year you're doing Live Below the Line for us.
Yes.
And we sent you down to the Supporters Day where all the organisations involved in Live Below the Line have sent people that are doing it. What was that day like?
The day was it was a really interesting day, and it was really eye-opening. And they sort of threw a lot of facts and statistics at us that were really shocking. And it was great because there were a lot of different people there from various charities there for different reasons. And but by the end of it, so everyone was united as one big enthused group, and everyone was there for the same reason, and all campaigning and just raising awareness for Live Below the Line for various different charities. But it was really good because it really boosted morale, and we all got to know some information that was really interesting. So yeah, it was a really good day.
And now that you've got a bit more of an insight into what you're letting yourself in for, what are your fears and what do you think you're going to find challenging?
I think one of the biggest, I naively thought at first, I didn't think it would be very difficult. And then on the day, they put some food up on the screen, and they were saying, okay, make various recipes from this, and it's 33 pence per meal. And it was so hard. It was really hard to think of, how many times can you use chickpeas in a different way to be filling or nutritious, or how many times are you going to want to eat that basic porridge? And it got really difficult when you've used up the first few ingredients for the first few days. But I think one of the hardest things is going to be not. I thought it would be eating at work and snacking throughout the day and trying not to get tired and things like that. But I think one of the hardest things is going to be on my days off trying not to snack or sneak a cheeky bar of chocolate, bag of nuts in, and I've even got my cup of tea here, which I won't be able to have. I'll be on the old tap water all week, so I think it's going to be really difficult. Yeah.
And what would you say to people that are thinking of getting involved, or even people that don't feel that they can do that for 5 days?
Yeah, it's you can, even if you don't want to take part, if you can't take part for any reason, you can still get involved just by raising awareness and encouraging other people to do. If you know someone that might be interested in taking Live Below the Line, or might be interested in specifically doing Positive Women, which would be amazing, then just send the information over to them. We're going to be on social media in sort of the month running up to it and over the whole week. And if you see something, then just share it about and raise awareness to it. And if you want to actually take part, then that's amazing, and you can just sign up on the Live Below the Line website. And the other thing is you can just get donations in and encourage people to support people and just encourage them to keep going, because it's going to be quite a tough week. And so generally, yeah, just get behind it, and it's just going to be really interesting, challenging the way people think about poverty and think about hunger. So it's going to be a really interesting week.
Yeah, and that's one of the points I wanted to touch about with with social media. It's really important that everyone, if you're on Twitter, retweets the messages that we send out, and especially on Facebook, as well as liking the posts, if you can share them, so we can spread the message as far and as wide as possible. So, in the run up to the week and during the week, you're going to be making some videos for us. So, how are you feeling?
Something I'm really looking forward to, Sean. Yeah. No, it's not. I think it's just going to be, I'm going to try and just make them really honest, open accounts about my journey going through it. And I was speaking to someone the other day, and they were saying, well, you know, I think Live Below the Line's a bit, you know, are you trying to sort of like patronise like poverty issues? But it's not about that at all. It really is just generally raising awareness and like having a big conversation about what people think about poverty, and hopefully getting some people that after Live Below the Line, we've got a big group of people that want to continue challenging poverty. And I think hopefully the videos will take this into account and will show me scrambling around the supermarkets and going in. We can do that thing where you go in at midnight and when they've put all the things on half price, and we can go and get those. But yeah, I think hopefully the videos will just be an interesting account throughout the week of how it goes and what the struggles are and what I learn from it, hopefully.
Okay, so if anyone wants to get involved or find out more information about Live Below the Line and Positive Women as a whole, one of the great ways to do that is to check out our blog, which is Positive Women Blog positivewomenblog.wordpress.com. So Nancy, thanks for chatting to us today.
Thank you, Sean.
And thanks everyone for watching, and watch this space for more.